Hello, my fellow loving patriots. If you wouldn't mind, please like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. Today we are reacting to another Nick Shirley video where he goes to UCLA and interviews people and just asks them a simple question: Trump or Biden? This is going to be very funny, I believe, because it usually always goes the same way with these college kids. I'm actually going to start doing this in the next, I'd say, month or so. I'm going to get my own video camera, and I have a friend that's going to come with me, and we're going to start interviewing people all around the state of California. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started, y'all.
Do you think more people here support Joe Biden or Donald Trump?
Probably Joe Biden.
Say tomorrow you had a vote. You had the option between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Who would you be voting for? Today we are at UCLA and we're going to be asking college students who they're going to be voting for in the upcoming election between Joe Biden, Donald Trump. As you can see, UCLA has the number one because they apparently think they are number one in everything they do, and it has been a very controversial school. And now
number one for being stupid.
Who they're going to be voting for in 2024. Say you had a vote tomorrow, who would you be voting for?
Probably Biden, but I'm not very happy with that vote.
What do you guys think about like the current state of America, where we're heading as a country?
I don't think we want to talk about politics or anything.
Would you say UCLA is more of a left-leaning school, like most kids are leaning towards the left?
Yeah, I would say so. I feel like California, like as a whole, is like that.
Who will you guys be supporting?
I want to speak on that real quick before we continue. I disagree with that 1,000%. Maybe the indoctrinated college kids are more for the left, but I mean, I used to be a delivery driver. I am no more for Amazon, and so I drive around all the state, and I'm telling you, the love for Trump compared to Biden, I would say it's 10-to-1 ratio with Trump favoring that. For the first time in like the last 2 months, yesterday I saw a Biden Harris sticker on the back of someone's car, which is just laughable. But you see Trump stickers all around. I see them all the time. I mean, I'm not saying they're all around, but if you want to compare, it's about 10-to-1 ratio, I would say. Easily 10-to-1 ratio.
When it comes to the elections in 2024?
I'm definitely not right. I'm definitely not supporting Trump.
With what you've seen so far in America, who do you think would be best for 2024?
I guess because I'm a foreigner, I wouldn't really vote for Trump because he is like against foreigners being.
See, this is what's wrong with colleges, and this is why I say if you don't know what you want to do, it's pointless to go to college because they're just going to indoctrinate you and just set you up for failure in a way. Because she literally just said that Trump's against foreigners. No, that's not true. He's for legal foreigners. Come in the legal way. So this is your mind on MSNBC/CNN right here, thinking he's just a racist and he's just going to deport everyone if they weren't born in this country. That's not the truth at all. But they wouldn't know that because they're woke.
In America or immigrants in total.
And who do you guys think will be best to resolve the conflicts that we're currently facing?
Good question. If I'll be honest, I don't even know, man. I haven't even kept up with politics just because I'm caught up with my work. But whoever the best candidate is out there, I'm sure like we'll put our heads together and vote for that. But I really don't even know who's running.
And what about you, man? If you had to make the decision today you had to make the decision, Donald Trump or Joe Biden, who will you be voting for?
I probably would still abstain if I had to choose because as somebody who's not that informed on either or, I think they both are trash and they're kind of old.
And who will be best with the elections coming up in 2024 to resolve all the conflicts and to make this country an even better place?
Well, see, with voting right now, this isn't a matter of voting in politics. This is a matter of freedoms right now with democracy. Donald Trump said he would be a dictator. On day one, he would get...
already right off the bat, he asked him a question. Who would be good for solving all these conflicts and wars overseas and that are coming to America? This all has happened under Joe Biden, you dumbass. So how are you going to say he's better at handling it when it's happened under his administration? That's just what I don't get about people's thought process. He thinks he sounds smart. He really just sounds like an idiot. He said, yeah, Donald Trump said he's going to be a dictator on day one. First of all, that was a joke. CNN took one sentence he said and ran with it and said, look, you see, he's a dictator. He'll never leave office. And that's how they keep on going down and more with their assumptions on Trump being orange man bad. He's going to be a king. He's never going to leave. He's just going to arrest everyone and own everything. We're going to have no rights. That's not even close to the truth, first of all. It just amazes me because the good thing about this election is we have 4 years of each. 4 years ago, we didn't have any wars. We had peace in the Middle East as well. I could afford actually paying all my bills off one job, where now I'm working 2 jobs plus a side job. Everything's more expensive. We got homeless camps surrounded all around California. stores closing down due to mass theft. And you're telling me that Biden's going to fix the wars that has started under his administration, while Trump, when he was in office, there was no wars? Please make that make sense, sheep.
In office, he admires people like Hitler and Putin and the Kim Jong-un. He wants to be a dictator. He wants to rule.
This
If
guy's
you
an
value
idiot.
democracy and your freedoms and your rights to pursue what you want and say what you want, I suggest you vote for Biden whether you like him or not, because Trump is going to be a dictator.
How can you support those claims
I just want to say one more time, this guy on the right is a moron.
that Trump wanted to be a dictator?
There's articles about it, many articles, credible articles. He said it, it's recorded, there's footage of it. It ain't no AI footage or nothing. He said it. It's all over the web. You could access it
Okay.
from credible sources.
And what do you think about like inflation, the migrant crisis, and stuff like that? That's also happening here inside the country.
It's getting bad. It's hard to live out here right now.
Yeah, it's hard to live. Everything's bad, but we're still going to vote for the administration that has brought all these problems across because he said he'd be a dictator. I really believe that these kids like this in college should not be allowed to vote. I think we should be able to take a test to see if you even know bare minimum of politics. And if you pass it, all right, then you can vote. But people like this, I'm sorry, I don't believe they should vote. But I'm not president. That's just my personal belief.
These corporations are making 75% profit right now. So they need to be regulated. That's the main issue right now. I would say that's the main problem.
And why do you think the majority of college students in the country are for Joe Biden currently?
Because of his student debt relief he has been providing. He has provided billions of debt relief for students.
And what this clown probably doesn't know is that's illegal. All that debt does is get transferred to the taxpayer. A lot of these taxpayers who didn't even go to college. So as usual, the Democrats are buying votes because they know that record amounts of older people are leaving the Democrats and going to Trump. And so what do? They offer all this free shit every single time before an election. For example, student debt forgiveness. Why should taxpayers, millions upon millions who didn't even go to college, pay for your debt? You signed up for that debt. That debt is yours. You need to take care of it. But of course, this guy's probably in favor for it because he's a woke college kid who just knows nothing about what he is discussing.
Across the country. Of course, you have to qualify. And I don't know the qualifications to do that, but he has provided that ability and choice to do that, which students are thankful for, I believe.
So do you think with Joe Biden doing that with the student debt, it's making more people want to vote for him, especially college students?
Especially loans are unforgiving with interest rates, and it's hard to pay them off for many people.
That's part of
Maybe
being
we
an
don't have the
adult.
opportunity to do so because we're not all given the same opportunity as others. And Biden is given the opportunity to relieve that debt, which I admire.
And do you think that is like one way that Joe Biden will be able to gain more votes from college students, obviously with that debt relief?
Oh, man, definitely.
Let's remember it's illegal, though, because when Trump even talked about it when he was president, Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats shut it down and said that's unconstitutional. And even the Supreme Court has shut it down, saying it's unconstitutional and legally you can't do it. And Biden's still forgiving debts. So he's going against what the Supreme Court has told him he can't do.
Irrefutably.
I talked to some people here and they said that they'll be voting for Joe Biden because of the student loan forgiveness that he's going to be offering. Do you think that's a way that he's going to be able to win votes from the college students?
I think so. Yeah.
What do you think about the current state of America?
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned as we attempt to commune with the devil.
The current state of America. Like in general, I think there's definitely things that we can work on for sure, always. Do I think it's the best country to live in at the moment? Probably not.
We're going to be having elections in 2024, and this is like a big year where a lot of people like you and other college students' voices are really made heard. And who do you think will be best to run the country in this upcoming year?
I don't think either of them are great candidates. I won't lie.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta pick the lesser of the evils.
I guarantee none of these college kids, you could just tell by how they speak, they know nothing about what they're speaking about. Probably haven't even turned on, just went on YouTube and just turned on and just listened to one of Trump's speeches. Because a lot of these people, and I've heard a lot of these like ex-Democrats, ex-liberals, as soon as they turn off big media and just look for themselves and just listen to one of his speeches, a lot of them resonate with what he is saying. But of course, they're woke. They know more than everyone, so they don't even bother to do that.
We hear a lot of the lesser of the two evils. And what makes both candidates per se evil?
Bad. I just think they don't represent the majority of the population. I think it like boils down to that.
So she didn't even
Yeah.
answer the
Say
question.
tomorrow you had a vote and you had the option between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Who would you be voting for?
I think maybe Biden. Yeah, if I had to choose.
And what is the absolute truth right now?
Absolute truth. Well, I'm a Christian, so the Bible.
And do you think that America is currently following the teachings of Jesus Christ and what is taught in the Bible?
Nah, man.
What reason do you have for that?
If everybody was Christian, we'd see signs of the Holy Spirit in everybody, but we see like record high levels of depression and anxiety, right? But I know the Christian isn't always joyful and all these good things, but I don't know. I mean, that's one of the signs.
Okay, I really like that. I'm also a Christian myself. And this year we're going to have elections in 2024. And who do you think will be the best presidential candidate to lead the country in these upcoming years?
Who are the candidates? I don't really follow politics.
I've talked to a lot of students here at this school here at UCLA, and the majority of them say they're going to be voting for Joe Biden. We haven't heard one person say they're going to vote for Donald Trump. What would it take for Donald Trump to win your vote?
Probably if he like showed some fruit of the Holy Spirit.
Do you think Joe Biden shows fruit of the Holy Spirit?
I think he's gentle.
What advice would you give to one of them to win the votes of the students here?
Oh, wow. Listen to the people. Take this seriously. These generations are not taking kindly to things like what's happening in Gaza.
Well, guess what? If they don't like what's happening in Gaza, they can go move there. I'm so sick of that being the number one issue for these indoctrinated college kids. How about homeless veterans on the street? How about Americans getting killed on a daily basis or kids getting kidnapped, raped, stolen? We have kids that are getting stolen on record rates right now. Or how about the sex trafficking that's happening with these illegals in California, even in my state? There was a story 2 weeks ago released in Sacramento how at multiple hotels in the city, they're literally running these sex trafficking organizations in Sacramento using illegals. How about that? But no, it's all about Gaza. Gaza, Gaza, Gaza. Move there, please. All of you can move there. No one will miss you.
And they're very serious about making their voices heard. So if you want to seriously be the candidate, take it seriously. Listen to the people. Pay attention to what's happening here.
And who will you be voting for in 2024?
Honestly, I'm undecided. I'm not sure yet. Probably Joe Biden because I can't support Trump. But yeah, it's definitely a lesser of two evil kind of situations, if I'm honest. But yeah.
Okay, we've heard a lot of that claim, the lesser of two evils. And what would make each candidate evil?
Well, Trump, I think the reasons are pretty obvious. There's a lot of hatred.
See, this is what I love about his videos. He asks very straight to the point questions. You say the lesser of two evils is Biden. Okay, well, just give me one example of why Trump's evil. They can't. You should know. He spills hatred. He's a racist conspiracy theorist. Give me one example. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't do that at all. You should just know already. That's how stupid these people are. We should not take these type of people serious at all. They're not serious people. And this is why I said they should not be allowed to vote, because they don't even have a grip on reality of what is happening in the world right now. They're only focused on Gaza. That's it.
It's coming back to the surface. And I think he kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? He thrives in that space and kind of almost encourages it. And Biden, I don't know. I don't know if he's necessarily evil. He just hasn't done enough. He's just not effective enough from what I've seen.
Okay. And so do you think we'd be safer underneath Donald Trump or Joe Biden with what's going on with the wars and all that stuff?
Honestly, I would still say safer under Biden just because at least he's not inciting hate the way that Trump is.
Oh, so let's get this straight. The wars would be better under Biden because Trump incites anger and hatred, even though under Trump's 4 year, we had no wars, but under Biden, all these wars are happening. Do these people, I'm sorry, I need to act more professional. It just blows my mind that well-renowned colleges have people this stupid. We used to produce and have the best, smartest people go to these colleges, and it almost seems like in a way that's completely flipped. And now the dumbest people in the world go to these colleges. It's insane to me.
Trump is just very dangerous.
Okay, some people may say he's not inciting hate, but he is paying for it with the U.S. tax dollars going to Israel, Ukraine, stuff like that. Do you think it's right that we are funding these other wars across the world?
No, I don't. Sadly, I don't think he's going to do anything about stopping that anytime soon, but no, I don't think it's right.
And who are you voting for in 2024?
Me personally, Donald Trump. But everybody here, they say Joe Biden.
One
Why
person
do you
with
think all
common
these college
sense.
students want to vote for Joe Biden?
Personal gain, I guess. I don't know. I think it's just embedded in their blood. So they get told one thing, and I'll just say that.
What makes you want to vote for Donald Trump?
Personally, I'm not into I don't pay attention a whole ton, but I just know life from 2016 to 2020 was a hell of a lot better than it's been from 2020 to 2024. So that's what I base that off of.
And does Joe
I
Biden
don't like the last 4 years with Biden? There's just like chaos all the time, and it's a main focus. So,
and does Joe Biden's age and cognitive level scare you a little bit?
Hell yeah.
That is the end of this video. If you'd like, make sure you
Go subscribe to him, Nick Shirley. I love how he leaves the most intelligent guy to the end, which is the only one out of like the 15 people he asked that said he was supporting Trump. And then he asked why, and he said, well, I remember 4 years ago, I could afford stuff easier. We didn't have wars. I mean, everything was cheaper. It's really that simple. But I find it laughable how they said, I would rather Biden be president to solve these wars, that the war started under him. Contrary that to Trump, where there was no wars under him, but we don't want him to settle the wars. It just makes no sense. We live in clown world today in the year 2024. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to start doing videos like Nick Shirley soon. I'm going to go out into the streets and actually start interviewing people. Hope you guys liked it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Love you guys. Have a great day. Peace.